Dear Sagittarius, today the universe is whispering to you in a voice so gentle, yet echoing all the way down to the depths of your soul. It's no accident that you are here at this moment. There is an invisible force, stronger than logic, deeper than doubt, that has guided you to this very point. Slow down, and feel the calling of the universe beating in rhythm with your own heart. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let this message pour into you like a river of light. This is not ordinary advice. This is a sacred calling, written for you, not for yesterday. Not for tomorrow, but for this exact moment. Sagittarius, you have always carried within you a longing for truth, for light, for a life bigger than what the world tries to offer. And today, the universe nods back at you. The first card on your journey is justice, but not the justice of this world. This is divine recognition, a light shining down upon all that you once gave in silence. All that you sacrificed without expecting return. You chose kindness over revenge. You went farther than anyone else just to keep a promise. And now, the universe repays you, not with material rewards, but with soul liberation. You no longer need to carry the weight of mistakes that were never yours. Let your truth lead the way, unapologetically, unbent, unafraid to stand alone. But like every great journey, light does not come without first walking through the dark. The second card is the Tower. You may feel a part of you crumbling, an old belief, a worn-out relationship, a dream that once burned brightly but now lies in ashes. Don't be afraid. The Tower hasn't come to destroy you, it has come to free you from all that no longer belongs to your soul. You thought you were losing, but you're being cleared, being prepared for something truer, stronger, something built from the purest essence of who you really are. Sagittarius, you are the spiritual traveler, but you can't fly if you're still carrying the luggage of your past. It's time to let go. And then, from within the ashes, a quiet light appears. The Hermit. No one saw those nights you sat still, hand over heart, whispering to yourself, "Where am I really going?" No one saw you choosing silence over shouting, forgiveness over fury. But the universe did. The Hermit is you, when you stopped running and started listening. When you dared to go inward instead of onward. This card is acknowledgement, you've grown in ways no one noticed. And now, the light you've kindled for yourself will guide others still lost in the dark. Sagittarius, this is no minor turning point. This is a revolution of the soul, a return to yourself. But from a place deeper, humbler, and more powerful than ever before. From self-love. From knowing this. You weren't born to please the world, you were born to live in truth with your soul. From now on, many things will shift. People from your past may return, memories you thought were gone may surface. But not to drag you back, rather to illuminate how far you've come. Stop explaining. You are no longer who you were. You've outgrown yourself. And in this very moment, as you read these words, your spirit guides are standing beside you. An energy so Sagittarius, wild, open, yet fiercely intuitive, surrounds you now. You were never alone. You are a bearer of light, not a flickering flame, but a fire strong enough to reignite the world around you. Every trial you've overcome, none of it was in vain. It was a sacred training for this very moment. Can you feel it? That soft hum in your chest? That quiet knowing that something enormous is drawing near? Not because the world has changed, but because you have. And if you feel this too, whisper to yourself, "I, Sagittarius, accept myself, I release what no longer serves, I trust in what's arriving." Because the time for waiting is over. The time for action has begun. Not for someone else, but for you. And like a seal from destiny itself, the final card appears. Judgment. Not as punishment. Not as fear. But as a sacred call from your soul. Live like you remember why you came into this world. If you feel this message has reached your soul, leave a comment below. I, Sagittarius, choose to live in the light of my soul. And if your heart is quietly nodding in resonance, click like as a sign that you've heard the universe's calling. Sent mail. Share this video as a beacon for others still walking through the dark, because perhaps, just like you, they're waiting for a light too. And then, when you've finally released control, when you're no longer chasing forward or clinging to the past, a deep peace begins to bloom inside you. That is when true healing begins. Not from others, not from the world outside, but from the sacred presence of your own self, here and now. Sagittarius, you are the spiritual traveler. But sometimes, the most meaningful journey doesn't happen with your feet. It happens the moment you allow yourself to be still, to accept, to exhale what no longer belongs to you. And then, as if the universe is blessing your stillness, the next card reveals itself, the World. This card is not just about completion. It is the sacred closure of a cycle, when you've walked with your whole heart and courageous spirit. And the world whispers to you, you are no longer who you once were. You've moved through doubts, through wounds, through that lingering sense of not belonging. And now, you don't have to search anymore. You are yourself, clearer than ever before. The path behind you may have been exhausting. But look again. Every wound taught you to love yourself more. Every disappointment gave you a chance to choose again. This time, for you. If your heart is quietly nodding in agreement, leave a comment below. I, Sagittarius, choose to trust in divine protection. And if you truly believe in that protection, click like as a declaration of your faith, and share this message to spread light to those who, like you, might be waiting for a gentle reminder. Then, once everything has been felt, released, healed, the final card appears as the sacred punctuation to your journey. The Lovers. Not just about romantic love, but about the deep reconciliation between parts of yourself. Between logic and emotion, light and shadow, the desire to explore and the longing to stay. This card is a sacred invitation. Choose what your heart truly longs for. Not what others say is logical. Not what earns you applause. But what makes you feel truly alive. Because Sagittarius, your soul didn't come here to fit into someone else's box. You came to live boldly. To believe in the impossible. To carve a path no one else has dared to walk before. And if you've listened this far, then maybe you're ready. Ready for a new journey. Not one based on someone else's permission, but one led by the light that has always burned inside of you. Sagittarius, not everyone is willing to leap into the unknown, not knowing where they'll land. But you are. You didn't come here to live safely. You came to test the edges of your soul, to challenge your faith, to leap, trusting that your wings will open on the way down. And that is the energy of the Fool. The Fool is not naive. It is the pure freedom that follows every lesson pain ever taught you. The Fool carries a weightless heart. No longer dragged down by the past. No longer caged by the expectations of others. That is you. Your new self, walking into a brand new chapter with trust as your torch. And just as you fully surrender, not giving up, but handing power back to yourself, the Ace of Pentacles appears. This card isn't just about opportunity. It's not just a reward. It's a fertile land, a place where your soul can truly bloom. It's the divine confirmation that every single thing you've been through, not a single tear was wasted. Not a single wound was wasted. Every storm you've walked through, Every time you chose to rise instead of giving up, was preparing you for this profound moment of rebirth. Now, there's nothing left to prove, no one left to convince. You know who you are. You know you deserve a life that is not just enough, but abundant. Not just a life you survive, but one you fully live. If your heart is gently nodding in resonance, leave a comment below. I, Sagittarius, choose to trust in divine protection. And if you truly trust in that protection, click like as a sign of your faith. And share this video to spread its light to other souls who, just like you, may be waiting for a soft reminder. Now, close your eyes for a moment. No need to think, no need to fear. Just feel. And whisper softly within, as a sacred vow. I accept the new life my soul has chosen. I release the past with love. I trust, I breathe, and I receive. Sagittarius, what's coming will be even more beautiful than anything you've ever imagined. Not because the world outside has changed, but because you have. You're no longer the one who only dreams. You've become the one who lives for that dream, and is brave enough to walk into it. The journey has already begun. And this time, you are no longer walking in the dark, but in the light you've created for yourself.